Hey guys, it's Stuart. I just have a quick video kind of about managing your emotional state. Because I noticed for me, when some days I wake up and I feel like excited and ready to go take on the day, and other days I wake up and just kind of, whatever, and I'll just get up and go do what I need to do. And other days I feel kind of run down and I feel like, man, what's the point of even getting out of bed? I just want to stay in bed and I'll just sleep in an extra hour. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you don't have a boss telling you what to do, and so you don't have a reason that you have to get out of bed. So it's important to stay in that kind of motivated, kind of pumped up state. And so that's what this video is about. Um, if you are in that rundown state, you just have to use willpower to do everything. And for me, that's just not sustainable. I guess maybe some people can do it. Maybe some people can chew through a brick wall and just force themselves to do it, but I really can't. For me, I have to get my emotional state pumped up because for me, action tends to follow, for the most part, my emotional state. If I don't feel like doing something, it's going to be real hard for me to do it. And I can maybe do it once or twice, but I can't do it 100 times in a row. It's just not sustainable. And this is something Tony Robbins talks about a lot. But what I've been noticing, like in the past few months, for me, that's something that's really worked well for me, is listening to videos by Tracy, and I'm going to post a bunch of videos kind of below this in the comments for you to go check out. And so I listen to these videos mostly on my phone while I'm driving. Sometimes in the morning while I'm kind of brushing my teeth or whatever. I've got unlimited data on my phone, and if you don't have unlimited data, you can just download this stuff onto your phone or use some kind of YouTube ripping software. He's got like lots of like hour-long videos, which I'll link to a couple of them. But go check, just search YouTube for Brian Tracy. You'll find lots of great stuff. And I used to think, these videos, if I can just say, they really, when I listen to these videos, they really get me excited about doing stuff that requires self-discipline. It's bizarre, but it works because he basically says, hey, do this and this and this and you have success in your life. And it's like, okay. And then I have the motivation to go do stuff that normally I don't want to do, and it's awesome. Go check him out. But here's what happened though, is at first I listened to his videos once and I got really pumped up. And I went out and I started taking action in my life, and I was getting really, really disciplined in my life. It was awesome. And then I stopped listening to his videos because I thought to myself, like a lot of other self-help videos, right, or books, you read it and then you're like, okay, I know that now. Now I can stop listening to it, right? And then about a week later, I noticed that, man, I was feeling really draggy, and it was like, what's going on here? Because I was really excited to get out of bed, and now I feel terrible, and I don't want to get out of bed now. And I'm not doing the stuff that I need to do. What's different? What changed? And then I realized, oh, I stopped listening to those videos. I stopped doing the thing that worked. So I started listening to the videos again, and I started getting pumped up and more driven again. Because it's not enough to just listen to something once and then think that you know it, which you do know it. But the thing is that our emotional state is driven by our focus. The thing that we're looking at and how we're interpreting it drives our emotional state. Our emotional state is not driven by so much by memories of like what happened 2 weeks ago. That's kind of off in the past. What affects us emotionally is what's going on right here, right now, that we're staring at, and how are we interpreting it. So for me, it's important to kind of make a daily ritual out of exposing myself to ideas that will get me pumped up and ready to go and moving in life. And especially like if you're dealing with like bad, stressful stuff in your life, that's gonna weigh on you. You can't shut out reality and just focus. Maybe you can. I don't know. You'd probably go and be insane if you did it. Like literally, you would be insane. But uh, but when stressful stuff is going on in your life, it's important that you also counter that with something that boosts you and gives you drive to move forward. Because the last thing you want to do is just get paralyzed with your situation and just be unable to react to it. That's just the worst thing you can do. When things are hard, that's when you really need to be giving it 100%, which at that point you probably can't give 100%, but maybe you can give 80, which is better than getting paralyzed and giving 10 or 20 or nothing. And the thing is that when you're feeling really bad like that, what happens is that going into that more kind of driven state where you're excited and passionate about life, it feels wrong. It just feels wrong. It's emotionally just wrong. It doesn't feel right, and you don't want to do it. Um, and for me, the way that I handle this is I don't just go listen to the most awesome, motivational, pumped up stuff right when I feel horrible. I have to listen to like some transitional stuff for a while. It's not really all upbeat, but it's better than where I am now, and I can make that step up, and then from that step I can get up to the next step. But I can't just go from feeling really horrible to feeling really wonderful. That doesn't work too well for me. So you kind of have to. Next time you're feeling horrible and you're like, man, I need to get some positive stuff in front of me, but I don't feel like it. Just remember, okay, let's go halfway, because that's going to be a lot easier than going the whole way. And then once you're halfway, then it'll feel more natural to go the rest of the way. Um, and I wish that as human beings we were all perfectly rational and could just I don't like admitting to myself that I'm just this dumb emotional human, but unfortunately I am. So it's better to just accept reality there. So I posted some links here in the comments that work for me, stuff that I watch. Some of the stuff like I don't watch so much anymore. Some of it I watch on a daily basis, especially the Brian Tracy stuff, especially his video on self-discipline. That's that really up there stuff for me where I can't always get to, but I can listen to some of his milder stuff and then step up from that. But here's the thing. I mean, if you watch this stuff and it makes you feel good, and then like me later on you're like, I feel bad now, what happened? Then remember, it's because I stopped exposing myself to this stuff that made me feel good. Okay, and you should start doing that again. So find videos that pump you up, and start your day out with that. One of the videos I have on here is my partner and I, we have a real estate mentor, and one video he likes is this video with Rocky in it, and it's a video that I don't really get a whole lot out of, but I think it's kind of different strokes for different folks. I'm including it here because maybe it'll work really well for you. I mean, you need to find stuff that really charges you up, and the stuff that works for you might not work for me. So find out what works for you and just expose yourself to that on a regular basis to keep yourself pumped up. That's all I got for today. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Hey guys, something real quick that I think is awesome. It's Motor Club of America. It's basically like AAA, except you get better benefits and it's cheaper. But what's really awesome about it is every time you sign someone up for it, you get paid $80. So it's a lot of people are using this as a way to transition out of their jobs into a life of financial freedom. And if you'd like to learn more about it, you can click right there. But hurry up, because my arm's getting tired.